Today we'll be practicing some basic lines and shapes. Hi everyone, I am Rajamouli and welcome to my channel. What are the basic lines and shapes you should practice every day? Lines and shapes are very important in our drawings because we have the basic outlines that we have to draw before we get in the shading or the color. Even in painting, we do need these lines and shapes because without these shapes, we cannot keep the definite shape which is in the live portrait to us onto the paper. So if we don't practice these lines, we won't get them efficient and in a correct manner which we would be expecting in our drawings to be. So that would end up quite funny. So we don't want that. We want an official and professional artwork. So we have to practice lines every day. As you guys are beginners, practice lines every day, like at least for 5 minutes. 5 minutes is too much for practicing lines because you just have to draw some straight lines, horizontal lines and diagonal lines along with some basic shapes. Then we can get into the drawing of basic items like a kettle, a pot, some other things. Then we can get into the shading techniques to get a realistic work of what we are expecting. Just fill one page every day. Only one page is enough. Why only one page? One page is too much because you don't want to waste too much pages only on practicing, and paper is very precious and we should save trees and stop pollution basically. So reduce paper usage. Then if you ask me why should you practice, because you need to learn art, so you have to practice. That's obvious. So take only one paper. Even I practice before I start doing some of my works every day, and it will be fun, it will be interesting. Like we get relaxed, we get into the mood of art, we slowly get into the mood. Then when we start drawing, we totally get into that, we just sink into that ocean of art. So that's an amazing feeling. So always practice every day. Let's get into the paper. Boom. So we are here onto the paper. So now what we have to do is start practicing lines. And if you ask me, how will you practice the lines? You might get so many questions. How will you practice the lines? What lines do you practice? What techniques do you use to practice the lines? What pencils? Don't ask all those questions. All that you need is simple HB pencil. I'm using a 4B pencil so that you can see it clearly within the lighting. So I'm drawing now. All that you need is you just need to start drawing with a straight line. So when you're basically drawing, the way we hold the pencil is this. This is the method that we hold the pencil when we are writing in our daily day. But coming into the process of art, the way you need to hold your pencil is you need to hold that a bit back. This is the thing, and this gives you a fluency in your drawings because you'll be working with a wide area and not with a single line area and a small areas. So you will have to hold it a bit back so you can get a free movement on the pencil. And if you are shading, you can hold it a bit more back for some normal light shading. And if you need more tonal texture or very smooth shading, you can hold it all the way to the back of the pencil. Then you can start shading in that process. So that is the point of holding the pencil. So if you want to reduce the pressure of the pencil falling on the paper, you can just hold it a bit back. If you want it normal, you can hold it here. And if you want more pressure when you're adding details, very minute details or something, you can hold it like that. But this is the general grip of the pencil while drawing. So now let's get into practice. So all that I'll be doing is I'll be holding the pencil like this. And another method is people like to use this finger as their guideline, so which can guide them without disturbing, crooking the hand or moving into other directions. So that is a way to practice. And always keep the paper straight and keep your hand straight and start drawing straight lines. And it won't be good in the first starting of this process, but by the time you come to the ending over here, it will be much better to say. And basically you guys are beginners, so you have to practice more and more to get that type of straight lines and horizontal lines and diagonal lines. And I'll be telling you, don't waste paper and do it only on one page. So let's go, and I'm starting. So as you guys can see, my lines were pretty crooked over here and they were going somewhere else, and here they were much better, and by the time it came here you can see almost these 4 lines are very parallel and straight enough. So now we can get into the horizontal lines. So all that we need is just the same way, and you can go horizontal like that, like that, like that. You can keep going in a pace. I'm doing fast, but you can take your time while doing. You guys can take your time. You see the paper is sort of shabby, but it helps you in your art. You don't need to show very clearly that these are the lines I made and these are the way to practice. You don't need to do that. You can just you can just fill the page however you want. You can even practice circles. You can practice circles like that, like that, like that. Even at the starting, your circles won't be so fast. You can't do it so fast and so efficiently. So you have to keep on practicing like that. And keep in mind, you have to practice like this every day. You can practice some triangles. They might be not perfect, but don't mind them. You can practice some squares, rectangles, some squares or some rectangles. No matter what, all that you need is filling a page with your practice work. That's important than your drawing. So that is all for today. So as you guys have seen, we've learned the basic lines and shapes. If you are new to this channel, please like, share and subscribe. And if you always see my videos, please comment down below. I have given some old links in the description down below of my old videos. So please like them as well and see them as well. And thank you. Bye bye.